Okay, so we have on Tuesday the 17th leading into Wednesday the 18th, teaching, talking with people, educating others, being in a position of leadership, possibly even parenting. I was hearing, don't try so hard. Don't push your agenda so hard. Let it go, let it go. It's almost like a let it go, let it flow. I felt someone either younger than you or immature or somebody in a position to need your leadership or help and support, coming and wanting more out of you. It's almost like, can you guide me? Can you tell me? Can you answer this? It felt to me like a pestering child type of an energy. This could also be a situation, okay? And it was sort of like, and you were like trying to answer it. And then you reached a point where it was like, you were just staring at it and you were like, I don't even know what to, how long? I think that's a great question. How long are you going to keep that up? You can't keep it up. So it's sort of like release it, let it go. This is great, parenting realization is sometimes you have to let your kids fall on their faces and just let it happen, let them get dirty. It's okay. But this badgering situation or person that's kind of coming at you has got to learn to get some of the answers on its own. And if this is something that you are confronting and you're saying, I really can't sustain this thing, well, so be it, okay? Then that's a day to acknowledge that and figure out what you're going to do about it. Can't keep that up for very long, okay? If this were a kid, you'd hire a babysitter. On Thursday the 19th, going into Friday the 20th, I'm hearing take time to work on you. So it seems that this week you might be going through a lot of realization that there are areas of your life that you really haven't been focusing on, whether you're just busy or, there are more requirements that you put as a priority up above these areas of self-development, but it's a call for you to be in a little bit of a timeout chair. Now, this isn't the type of thing where I feel like you're in a timeout seat because it's karmic or there are big lessons here, or like I teach in the third week of my psychic mediumship course, something called the shift. And when you reach the third stage of the shift, I call it the breaking of the legs. And that's where literally the universe is sitting you in a corner and they've taken everything away from you so that you can figure things out that you've been deliberately overlooking. I don't think it's that severe, but I think that if you don't do it now, you're going to approach this mark again anywhere between 2 and 3 months out from now, maybe as far as 4. And that would look more like the breaking of the legs. Why push the envelope? Okay, so this is a time for you to go in and to work on self-development. Here's another thing I want to say about that. Sometimes, even if it's something light, say God's approaching you and saying, I really wanted you to go get a new wardrobe, and I wanted you to start a workout routine, and I wanted you to start spending more money on yourself, eating healthier, or whatever it is. And you say, oh, well, that's not important. Oh, it is. And if it was given as an order and it's part of your development or a lesson you're supposed to learn, you don't get to move on until you do that. So I don't care how big or how small, it's going to range for all of you because it's a general message. But it is not something to ignore. Sunday the 22nd, I'm hearing be quiet and put your money away. And there was talk of a husband or a spouse. Is it possible that you are living with someone who is not very open-minded about what we're doing with, I wanted to say the finances, but I'm not sure it's just that. Let's say maybe you're married to someone who really doesn't want to see you advance. Maybe they don't want to see, you move up a level with your career, or they don't want to support you in that change because it's going to take more energy away from them. Or, they don't have much to offer. And so they want to just keep the status quo right where it is. And you're threatening that very delicate system. Something is going on with a love partner, someone in a position of authority. So this could also be a boss or a spouse. And you're having to decide what you want to do about this kind of new prosperity opportunity that you have in that But for a while, it's almost like you're keeping your mouth shut. You're kind of keeping it to yourself, and you're starting to really figure out, what do I want to do about this? I may not be supported, so I may have to just go forward in another way. On Tuesday, the 24th, I'm seeing a calendar for you and an airplane, a very sad-looking airplane. It was, because I have no skills, but it looked to me like we could be talking long-distance travel. We could be talking overseas travel. We could be talking about the kind of trip that really changes you in some way and allows you to either become more of who you are, to feel better, be significantly nourishing for you, but also to possibly tap into some past life information that's going to be coming up to the surface that you need to process. All right, so get your calendar out and figure out some things going forward. Leos, have a great week.